How's it going, guys? It's Mike, and I'm here to tell you some Filipino facts based on my experience as a Filipino kid growing up in the Philippines. Most of these are just my opinions and personal experience, so if you find this interesting or if you find this very different from your experience as a Filipino, or if you find this very different from your own personal culture, please tell me down below and I'ma do my best to respond and I will be better next time. I have a note here. So number one, we respect elders. Like, we have this word that gives elders the respect they need every time we talk to them, which is po and opo. Po is you connect it to every word you say just to say you're respecting them in a way that they know that you're very, what do you call this? Very respectful. I don't even know what words to say about that, because then again, I'm not a good English speaker, so I'm not a good English speaker because I tend to not practice it a lot because we don't normally talk English here in our household. So yeah, I'm just trying this kinds of video because practicing is the key, right? So yeah. One more thing is we don't call elders their names by their names, because that is, for us Filipino, it's very disrespectful. Let's say I'm calling my mom by her name. She's gonna be mad at me. She might slap me with like a chinelas or slippers, because we don't call them by their names. It's very rude. Here in Canada, it's normal for them to call elders or teachers or, let's say, managers their first name. So yeah, we respect elders. I'm not saying Canadians or other people don't, but let's move on. Alright, so here's number two. Filipino humor. We have this thing that some people don't understand every time we joke, and we use our own humor, delivering it in English language, which is very hard to avoid. Because when you want to talk to your friends and then you think about, oh, this is gonna be funny, but then when you say it in English, they're not gonna be happy about it because their own understanding, it's very serious and very rude if you even say it, or like, then again, it's a joke, but they don't understand our humor. But when you say it in Philippines, it's very funny because, let's say you're talking about, let's be, I'm gonna share you some harsh, or some of us find it funny as a Filipino, but I'm not against this type of gender, but we tend to joke a lot about this. When we joke about them, it's like normal, which is, for other people it's not, because then again, the humor is very different from here to Philippines. So let's move on. Number three. Growing up as a Filipino student, grade school and high school, they don't want us to have long haircuts. Teachers, they don't want that. Some cases, my dad and my uncle used to tell me in high school, if they ever tried to like have a long haircut, teachers are gonna like scissor your hair, which is very hard to think about because it's very disrespectful as a kid. In addition, they don't want us to have a hair color because they said it's very distracting. Philippines is pretty strict about this kinds of things. I've never had an experience teachers cutting my hair because when I was in high school, I have some sort of an emo type of look. I have bangs that are like covering my whole face and like bald on the side. You got the idea, right? So yeah, I never had that, but actually, I almost experienced that because one teacher didn't want me to have that hair. I think he was new before, and he came from a school that really does that thing that they cut hair because it's very long, and they said it's distracting when you're like in school studying because like your hair is covering your eyes. Almost, but I never had. But it's real. Maybe ask some of your friends that went to public school. Yeah, I know I have a hole in my tank top. And I know I'm wearing sandal because extra fact, we love wearing tank tops because it's very, very comfortable. I have a lot of these. Not, this is the only one that has a hole in it. And it's old, but it's very comfy. I'm wearing this as well because, I don't know, for style. Number 4, it's about in school and public places. Filipino people hate smelling body odors. Like, it's so hard to hide the emotion on our face every time we smell very strong body odor. Like, I don't, why? Like, why? Because in Philippines, fun fact, we love wearing perfume. We love wearing deodorants because, I mean, who doesn't love feeling fresh, right? Smelling fresh. So every time we smell people or like we smell bad stuff, we just like verbally say like, holy, like it smells. Can you please like use something to fix that? And here, as a Filipino living in Canada, I'm used to it. I mean, sometimes I have it. I said it. Sometimes I have it because I'm trying to avoid those perfumes because some people doesn't like it. I have an experience in a bus one time. I went outside and I forgot that some people hate the smell of fragrance. I sprayed a lot of like perfume in my body, and this lady at my back, she got pretty mad at me because she told me I smell so bad, but I don't really smell bad. It's just like she's not used to smelling perfume. I was trying to smell my armpits and like it's not me. It's my perfume. So yeah, maybe ask your Filipino friends if they hate this too. If they said this is wrong, then she's not a true Filipino. She's not a true Filipino. She's just faking it so you won't feel different. All right, let's do number 5. Let's do number 5. This is a funny fact. As a high school student in the Philippines, I went to high school for 4 years. Well, first year, second year, third year, fourth year. I have seen a lot of people flexing their drinks from an expensive restaurant. Let's say McDonald's, right? We have this food or drink that we call Coke Float. And this drink, it's pretty expensive back in the days. I don't know what's the price now, but I think it's around 60 pesos now, which is what, $2 Canadian. And some people just like flex it, you know. some student, they just go to the school and like walking with that, just like walking around, and then they're trying to show, oh, we went here, look at us, we want attention. I've done it before. I'm not being clean here, but the idea of it is like showing off that you are better than them. I did this once and I don't feel good. Like, I feel ashamed of myself. So yeah, some people still do it. I know, because I know a lot of, I still have friends back in the Philippines that tells me some people still do it. And one more thing, every time, let's say, let's move this to number 6. Every time you have a new clothes or new shoes, they are gonna disrespect that you have that. If you have a new shoes, they're gonna step on your new shoes and they're gonna say, wow, bago. Like, and they're gonna, while saying that, they're gonna step on it and like put dirt on your new shoes. It's very disrespectful. I find it very rude, because every time I had a new shoes back then, some of my friends step on it. I mean, I'm used to it, but the emotion, like the feeling that you had that and you're trying to like put blanket on it every time you sleep, and then people are just gonna like step on it just to Filipino thing, Filipino joke. It's painful. And every time you have a new clothes, they're gonna put something like a food or a stain. I don't remember having that experience, but I know some people, and yeah, it's just a Filipino thing. It's a joke. You need to like accept it. Mostly because we find it very funny. Like I said, our humor is very different from a lot of other people, other country culture. It's not even a culture, it's just a joke, it's just a humor. Number 7, this is I think let's say it's a culture, right? Because we as a Filipino love eating with our hands. It's called kamay or kamayin. We you get the idea, right? Like, you don't use your spoon, you don't use your fork, you don't use your knife. We just use our hands, especially when eating fried chicken. The right way to eat a fried chicken is not using, is to use your hands. So what number is it? 9, 10? So this is probably my last one. Well, I've been recording for 30 minutes. Let's talk about the prices. Food and what do you call this? Devices. It's so expensive. Like, I can't imagine me working 8 hours a day and only earning 380. I think that's the minimum. I think it's 500. The minimum is 500 pesos divided by 35 Canadian, 35.50 per day. It's so, I remember growing up having this phone, this, and this one. I was happy. I was very happy because at least I have a gadget.
Hi, Koya. Hi, Koya.
Hello. You want to say hi?
Hey. Yeah.
Come here.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, go to mommy. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Close the door, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye, Koya.
Bye-bye.
5 minutes later.
I'm not trying to downgrade Philippines. I still love Philippines and I still want to live there. It's just the fact that the prices and the income of the Filipino people is very, very low. It's painful to think that I want to like talk a lot about the economy, but I'm not a pro. I'm just doing this to show my opinions and experience, and I just want to practice my English again. I want to be better. Sorry, it's just my chair is squeaking. So yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. I just want to say that not all Filipino can buy, for example, iPhone. And just like that. No, it's. Anyways, yeah, guys, that is my opinions, facts. Some of these are 100%. I'm very sure that still happens and happened before. Leave a like. Tell me your thoughts. Comment down below. Subscribe, and I don't know. Maybe give me 3 likes, and I'm gonna make a part 2. And maybe if you want to share facts, put it down below, and I'm gonna include it to part 2. Alright, guys, I'm signing out. Thank you.
A clown. That's clown shit.
Look out, you're talking to your highness.